If your pool filter is larger than 20 inches, then yes, we do recommend that you use pea gravel with your zeolite. When you use that pea gravel, make a base up to the top of the laterals and then put your zeolite on top of that. If you have a filter that's smaller than 20 inches, then it really doesn't matter. If you would prefer to have it, then that's fine, and if not, that's fine as well. On the back of our Zeolite and Zeolite Extreme bags, we do have estimates of how much pea gravel you should use before you put in your Zeolite or Zeolite Extreme. If your filter was made for use with sand media, then yes, it is compatible with Zeolite and Zeolite Extreme. A problem that we see from time to time is that a filter and a motor are mismatched, where the motor is pumping more than 20 gallons per minute per square foot of water through the filter. That's not okay. Make sure that your motor is not overmatched for your filter. If you just installed Zeolite and your pool is now cloudy, there are several things that could be wrong. First, you might not have backwashed long enough. Go back to your backwash and make sure that your spyglass is clear before you stop backwashing, or if you don't have a spyglass, make sure that the backwash water is actually clear. Secondly, and you can check the video that we made, Is My Filter Compatible? Is that your motor might be overpowered for your filter. Make sure that you don't have a filter that's pumping more than 20 gallons per minute per square foot of water through your filter. If so, if you have more than that, what is happening is that your pump is pushing particulate straight out through your filter there. Thirdly, and if your pool was clear before and now it's cloudy after you installed the Zeolite, what could be happening is that your spider gasket or your push-pull gasket has gone bad. What you need to do is you need to check that and make sure that it is okay. And then to clear your pool after that, use a polymer clarifier and run it until it's done. Don't just run it for 6 hours, don't just run it for 4 hours. Run it until your pool is clear. And if that hasn't worked after a day or two, start it all over again. The simple answer to that question is that you use half the Zeolite by weight that you would for sand. So if you have a sand filter that holds 100 pounds of sand, you would use 50 pounds of Zeolite. Now, since we recommend using pea gravel in a lot of filters, you have to do a little bit of math to get the right amount of Zeolite in your filter. If you have a 200-pound sand filter and it requires that you have 50 pounds of pea gravel, that would leave 150 pounds left for sand. So what you would do is divide 150 by 2 and you get 75, and that's how much Zeolite you would use in that filter. Now if you come out to a number that is less than a bag's poundage, just top it off, and it's okay to have a little bit extra Zeolite in your filter. The answer to that question, we don't recommend that you mix anything in with your Zeolite, whether that be sand mixed in with your Zeolite, or if that's diatomaceous earth mixed in with Zeolite. It is not going to necessarily benefit you to mix either one in with your Zeolite or Zeolite Extreme. Yes, you can use Zeolite in your sand filter attached to your fish pond. In fact, with some benefits. The waste given off by your fish is going to include ammonia, and that will be taken up by the Zeolite or Zeolite Extreme. So you're going to have much cleaner water for your fish to swim in. For a residential pool, we recommend that you clean your Zeobrite once a year. What's going to do is going to clean scum and oils and whatnot, but you're also going to clean out the ammonia that the Zeobrite has chemically bound to over the course of the year. A product that we recommend is made by Biodex, and it's called Zeo Filter Cleaner. Now, what you want to do when you're cleaning your filter is that you want to well, first off, follow the directions on the back of the bottle. But you know, if it's up to 24 inches, you use just 1 quart, and more than that, then you might use maybe 2 quarts. But again, read your instructions. One thing that we want to make sure that you know is when you are cleaning out and you've put the mixture into the media, we want to make sure that you keep the top off overnight while it's setting in your Zeobrite. If you don't, there's pressure that could build up with the gases that are given off, and it could crack your filter. So make sure that while that's sitting, you leave that top off of your filter.